Oh my god. Okay, this is take 4 of my attempt at an intro. I'm so disappointed at how bad I am. Oh man, I am so rusty and I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna try to not fail this time, to actually talk to you like a functional human being. I'm sorry if my mic too is a little odd. I just changed it and I'm fiddling with the settings. But yeah. Anyways, song just switched over. Perfect timing. Hello. Welcome, everybody. It's been a hot minute since I've just sat down and just talked to you. I think the last time that I did was in my car, and I think it was my You Are Good Enough video that I made that I was quite proud of. I was quite proud of. Speaking of, Lordy, let me just hide that real quick. Whew. Didn't even notice. Bet you didn't even notice. But yeah, hello. I have updates for you. Change is in the air. And I thought that I would just keep you guys in the loop, Just have you guys come with me on this personal journey, I guess. Oh god, that sounds so cringy. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I just said that. That's so bad. Fucking. I mean, it's kind of true though. I mean, I kind of have been on this journey with you guys over the last like year and a half it's been now. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, it's January of 2022. Oh my word. Yeah, I've been at this YouTube, Twitch thing for a whole over a year now. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's just gone like that. But yeah, so I got updates and things that I want to talk to you guys about. I don't know. I didn't really think I was even going to make a video about this, but I was just sitting here sleep deprived, and I make the best decisions when I'm sleep deprived. A lot of the OGs will know this. But yeah, so yeah, I have things that I've decided to do that I'm now telling you about. First on the list, well, I guess not first on the list. What I'm going to be talking about in this entire video, I guess. I'm sorry, I don't have a script. As I used to say, I don't have my notes. So this is just me talking to you guys. I don't have a script that I'm reading off of. So if I stutter, I'm really sorry. But basically on the agenda for this video, what I want to talk to you guys about are, I think, three specific things. I don't know how I'm gonna talk about it. It's gonna come from the heart, all right? Just how I'm gonna say it. But I want to talk to you guys, an update on my Onlyfans situation, the taboo one. An update about what I'm going to do instead on Patreon, and how I no longer identify as asexual. I know, fucking what? That's unheard of. But yeah, fucking updates, and I'll explain all of that to you guys. Yeah, it's been a, oh my god, you guys, you have no idea. It's so much has changed for me, like my mentality and just for me personally, like I've grown as a person, I've changed, I've evolved like a damn Pokemon, all right? I'm changing. But yeah, first, I guess if I'm just gonna get into it, my OnlyFans situation. Some of you know about it, some of you don't. I used to have an OnlyFans. I no longer have an OnlyFans. I canceled it. I did. And I know I did make a video once upon a time about, my thoughts on OnlyFans and what I thought about people who did it and kind of some of the repercussions that come across or come with OnlyFans that people may not think about. But I don't know. I got my own reasons. But I don't know. I guess for those of you who didn't know, yes, I did cancel my OnlyFans, deleted all of it. Fucking, it's gone for the most part. I said it once before, shit on the internet never goes away. Fucking bang, alright? But yeah, fucking, it's gone. I canceled it. And I didn't think I would, but it all ties together. Okay, I promise. This is gonna be one big ramble, but just please bear with me. Bear with me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess just to start from the beginning, I started my OnlyFans. Oh boy. Some of you know when the timeline was. A lot of you guys are better with this stuff than I am, but I started it, oh man, early into my YouTube career, because I made that stupid bet with the internet and I lost, and I followed through on my end though. I made the OnlyFans and I did, and I continued it for until I canceled it in November of 2021. I don't remember the exact date, but that's when I canceled it, and I had reasons, but Oh god, how am I even gonna get into this? Where am I even gonna start? It's so much. I guess I canceled it. I'm just gonna start here. I canceled it because it no longer, or I finally realized that it wasn't something I wanted to do. And I don't know. I never really realized that too. And I feel like a lot of people might not quite understand that, but let me just start at the beginning. Why I even did OnlyFans in the first place was because, I don't know, I'm just gonna be completely honest here, and, you know, you can like it or not like it, I don't care. You can, you know, judge me if you want, I don't care, but I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm just gonna, like, just from the heart, yeah, no lies, just all on the table, you know, cause I'm like that, I don't like to bullshit, right? So, early on, I was very inexperienced with, like, the internet and YouTube and everything. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea the potentials. I mean, you guys are insane. Let me just say that. Y'all are fucking insane. I was way in over my head. I had no idea what I was doing. So, when I first I lost my bet, and I made the OnlyFans to start, it took off. I didn't expect it to. And I had priced it really cheap in the beginning. And granted, I never did anything overly pornographic on there. I never did anything like that, like some people do on there. I just did, like, you know, some, you could call them like sexy selfies, I guess. That's kind of really all I did. And then I followed through with my promise on what I would do with the whole gaming thing, and I did. But yeah, I didn't expect it. It didn't go. Or maybe does it go? Go. Sorry, I didn't expect it to go the way that it did. Let me just say that. I wasn't prepared, because at that time, I think I was still, I might be fuzzy on my timelines, but I think when I first started my OnlyFans, I was still working at Walgreens, and I was, you know, basically living paycheck to paycheck, and which was really stressful. I kind of hated it, you know, but, like, I made ends meet, you know, I made things work, but I didn't have a lot of extra money at the end of the month, if you know what I mean. Like, it was really hard to save up because I was spending everything I was making. So then I did the whole YouTube thing, and that was going really well. And then I finally did the OnlyFans thing, and in the next month or two, I think within the month, it took off, and I didn't expect it. And so I went from, I mean, I'll be honest with the numbers too. I mean, I was a manager at Walgreens full-time too, and I was making maybe $2,000 a month take-home pay after taxes. And yeah, I went from that, and I mean, OnlyFans, that stuff varies too, the income varies, so the number changed, but let's just say on average, with the subscriber base I had, I went from making $2,000 a month to over $5,000. I'll just say that because it varies, but it was over $5,000, and it got to like that very quickly. I was mind blown. I had no idea that could happen. Like, it was just overnight. It was like I ended up making more money than I knew what to do with. And I had, all throughout my life, I had always been in, like, you know, growing up, my parents didn't have a lot of money. You know, we kind of struggled to put some food on the table at times. And, you know, we had those struggle meals. I think I told you guys about the cinnamon bread, the cheap desserts, you know, like just boiling a bag of frozen veggies with salt and saying, here's your dinner. All right. Like, I was never rolling in money, you know, when I was growing up. And even when I moved out of the house at 18, I mean, I was working 2 jobs at the time. I think I was working at Walgreens and grocery outlet. And for a period of time, for like 1 month, I think I was working 3 jobs too. And I think during the weekends on my days off, I was working at Subway. I think those were my 3. That didn't last long though, because I literally didn't have a day off, and it was so tiring. I couldn't keep up with it. But you get my gist, right? I mean, I'm not afraid to admit I worked my ass off. I mean, it was really hard, but I wanted to move out of the house, and I needed to get myself a car, and I had to make it work. So there was no other choice. So I was always used to the grind and the struggle and living paycheck to paycheck and always worrying about, am I gonna make bills this month? Am I gonna be able to pay this? You know, like, God forbid, what if my car breaks down? What if I have some sort of a medical bill? Am I gonna be able to pay it? What am I gonna do if I don't? You know, things like that a lot of people struggle with, and that was always me. And then, literally, in the turn of an instant, I started this YouTube thing, and then I ended up making over $5,000. I doubled. I more than doubled my income, and it was just the idea of not living paycheck to paycheck anymore was intoxicating. It was. Because I wasn't fond of the idea of OnlyFans. I mean, I'm always supportive of what people want to do. I think, if whatever you want to do, say if that's your thing, fucking get your money. If that's how you support yourself, go for it. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm not here to shame you. I mean, I've done shit. I mean, we all have. So I'm not telling you what to do, but it was, at first at least, it was never my idea of what I wanted to do. I guess it wasn't something I was proud of. It wasn't something that at the end of the day I could go home and, I couldn't just post a selfie or a couple of them on OnlyFans and then sit back and be like, oh yeah, I worked hard today. That wasn't a thing. So it was never something I really wanted to do. I was never proud of it. At times it did make me feel better about myself in the early days when I was still struggling with my detransition and still struggling to get back in touch with feeling feminine. And I did make a video about that, and I didn't lie, it did make me feel better at some times. But overall, it wasn't something I wanted to do. I never posted anything I wasn't okay with. Don't get me wrong. Every action, everything I did was my own. I am responsible for my own shit. I'm not putting the blame on anybody but myself, okay? But yeah, I did some stuff that it didn't make me happy. But I did it because I didn't have to worry, I didn't have to stress about money anymore, and that was such a big part of, my entire stress factor, right, was being able to pay bills and being able to, survive, because, God forbid, I can't move back home, I can't lose my job, it's like I had to make it work, and this was this really easy way, or a seemingly easy way, for me to make all of my problems disappear. All I had to do was take my top off, and it was like, I was like, I don't really want to do this, but I couldn't just say no to that much money, and just I don't know, I would almost feel guilty, just throwing that away and just voluntarily living paycheck to paycheck and just going back to my struggles, right? So, I never really wanted to do it in the first place, but I did it for a year. I did it for a long time. I did it for a whole last year, and I don't regret it. Let me just preface it with that. I don't regret the decision to do OnlyFans, because it got me to where I am today, and it allowed me to get to the place that I'm in now, and to be able to do what I'm doing right now, which is Twitch. I stream on Twitch full time. I play horror games, and I like to get the shit scared out of me, and I'm so grateful to be able to do that now, because, well, I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into it, but OnlyFans was it paved the way a lot, because it financially allowed me the freedom to do this. And I mean, yeah, so I don't really regret it, but I don't know. I always felt, I didn't feel dirty, but I always, a little piece of me regretted it every time I posted, because it's like, oh yeah, I look good, I'll post it, and then, it's just, afterwards, it's like, it's not something I'm proud to write home about, right? I mean, it's not something granted, I'll just say this, I never posted anything on my OnlyFans that I wasn't afraid of that I was afraid of my mother to see, and my mom did look through my OnlyFans one time, my religious mother, okay? And you know what? She was like, I don't necessarily agree with your choices, but that's not that bad. Okay, so I never posted anything overly pornographic. I mean, my own mother looked at it, but, yeah, it was just, I don't know, it was never something that I was really proud of. I kind of figured, I mean, there were things that I wanted later on in life that I always kind of figured that it would, I don't know, cause troubles for me later. I don't know, if I were to ever try and get into, a relationship, which I'll get into later, if, I mean, God forbid, I mean, I thought about this stuff too, I don't want kids, but just the thought that, I mean, it came into my head, it's like, man, what if I were to ever have kids one day, and they would get teased at school because their mom had an OnlyFans, It was just stuff like that that would go through my head, and I'm like, fuck, how much stuff am I fucking over for myself in the future by having this? So, yeah, for a whole year, as some backstory, that was all going through my mind, and yeah, I don't know, it made me really reevaluate, and this November, after a while, there were definitely things that really pushed me over the edge of wanting to quit, but I guess for the most part, I just finally realized that I just didn't want to do it anymore. I was just, man, it's like, and I felt like I was posting the same pictures every time, because I'm not gonna post, like, I'm not gonna go further and further. I'm not gonna post more and more revealing. I'm just not gonna do that because I don't want that shit on the internet. So I kind of felt like I was doing the same things over and over and over again, really repetitive. I didn't want to do it anymore. It's just, and so I had to really sit back and reevaluate. And I was like, shit, do I want to cut my income in half by like 70%? Because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, OnlyFans was a very large part of my income, but at the end of the day, I had to sit down with myself, and I just decided that, you know, money isn't everything, and I made a video saying I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do, and everybody else can shut the fuck up about it, and I was like, man, I'm not really living up to that, too, because I'm doing this OnlyFans thing that I don't really want to do, but, so yeah, I'm doing what I want to do, and I don't want to do OnlyFans anymore, so I'm quitting it. There's your explanation for all those people who were like, where did you go? Why did you quit? What happened? That's what happened. I quit. I'm done. All right. Capiche? It's gone. I'm not posting. Never will. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm doing what I want to do. What makes me happy. And I think I'm doing quite well with that. Like I said, I'm on Twitch and I'm on YouTube and I'm liking this stuff and I'm feeling proud of myself at the end of the day. And I think that's really important, at least for me in particular, for my mental health. So that's my explanation. And I am, we got a bit of a funky groove going on. But to move on to the next subject of Patreon, as I quit OnlyFans, I had to really kind of say, it's like, well, I'm quitting because I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy what I do. It doesn't make me happy. So I had to kind of really rethink what I'm going to do to make me happy. So, you know, doing something that I'm proud of. And I will admit that I owe somebody about 3,000 squats. So on my Twitch channel, and we're going into subject 2, by the way, you might get a little bit lost, but yeah, that was the explanation of why I quit my OnlyFans. And on Twitch, I made another stupid bet with the internet. And of course I lost again, like I always do. So, long story short, there's a lot of lore and backstory to this, but if you're on my Twitch channel and you were there, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But I owe somebody over 3,000 squats. I lost big time, dude. I owe somebody 3,000 squats. So what I've decided is that since that's a lot of fucking squats, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something that makes me feel good. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna post, instead of the OnlyFans thing, I'm gonna post workout videos. And that's what I'm gonna do on Patreon. That's what I'm doing to fulfill my duty of the 3,000 squats. I'm gonna get in really good shape. I don't know, this may seem really random, but I don't know, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing on Patreon. I post a lot of like creative stuff, art stuff, you know, writings and shit, or at least I'm trying to. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing over there. I'm gonna really try and get in as good of shape as I can. Because, you know, you get a good workout going, it's like you feel like you've done something productive, and then posting that on Patreon of a workout video, you know, me all sweaty and feeling really good, is such a drastically different feeling than what it would be like to post something on OnlyFans that I kind of feel scummy about, you know? So that's what I'm doing. So if you're wondering what I'm up to now, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post links to all those places. Mostly fucking Patreon. I'm so sorry. I have not slept last night. A wink. But yeah, so I'm gonna try my very best to get in the best shape that I can and do something really healthy for me for a change. I need to get my act together, dude. A lot of shit has changed for me in the past month. Like, you have no idea. So much stuff. It's so crazy. And I'll get into that next part in the next subject that we're gonna do after this. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna link all the stuff down below. If you have any tips for working out, I have no idea. I have no experience with that stuff. I mean, I kind of live in the middle of nowhere right now, so I don't really have access to a gym. So all that's gonna be from home. So it's gonna be like vloggy style workout videos. Bear with me. But, oh, I'm sorry, I almost knocked my microphone over. But yeah, so I'm gonna be posting those on Patreon to kind of track my progress and just see. I really want to get in the best shape that I possibly can get in. I don't really want to get bulky, but I'm gonna try to get in really good shape, like really good shape. And I really feel like if I have people kind of backing me up, you know, people that I have to, you know, work out for, you know, it's like, shit, I got people watching me. I gotta do this because I have a really hard time sticking to something. It's bad. It's really bad. It's true. But I feel like, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I have you guys motivating me, maybe trying to get me to do my shit, call me out when I miss a video, be like, where are you? Did you work out that day, huh? You skipping a day? Fucking lazy ass, you know, shit like that motivates me. So, I mean, I don't know, that's what I'm gonna be doing instead. So if you're trying to keep up with that, it's gonna be in the description below. I might have it somewhere up on the top, maybe on that side. I don't know if it gets flipped, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing over on Patreon. For now, no more OnlyFans. I'm OnlyFans free. And can I just say that it feels really good, too. I mean, yeah, I'm back to the hardcore grind on Twitch and YouTube, you know, because like I said, that's 70% of my income. But it'll be fine, you know, and it's worth it. Money isn't everything. Let me just say that money is not everything, okay? Just do what you enjoy. And as long as you make ends meet, who cares? Who cares how glamorous it is? You know, as long as it makes you happy and you're satisfied at the end of the day, fucking go for it. Okay, that's my message, I guess, for you about that. And now, onto the subject that a lot of people are probably going, what the fuck at? My asexual situation, aromantic, asexual, my little self. Yeah, I have complications. Things have gotten complicated in that department. I'm gonna just come right out and say it. I met someone. Let me just say that. I met someone. How fucking crazy is that? Fucking me. Like, I was bound and determined to remain single for the rest of my life. I said, I'm asexual, I'm aromantic. I'm not attracted to anybody. I don't like anybody like that. I'm just gonna be single. I'm gonna be the single old cat lady for the rest of my life. And I said, I had made peace with that, right? Or at least I thought I had. And then I met someone that I really clicked with, and it just, something in my brain clicked. And it's just like, wow, okay, yeah, that one. That one right there. And I'm lucky enough that it was mutual, and now we're, dang, how crazy is that? But yeah, it's fucking, like I said, this whole year has been really crazy for me. I no longer identify as asexual aromantic. I no longer do. And there's a whole ass message associated with this too. Fucking, I'm swearing a lot, I'm sorry. Ugh, man. What I'm gonna say in response, like, to this, because I don't want to go super in-depth with it, because I'm gonna keep it really simple. I feel like a lot of people these days, especially in the LGBT community, have, especially like when they're teenagers or they're really trying to find themselves, they'll find a label that they think, at the time at least, it fits them really well. You know, you feel like it explains everything about you, and they stick with it, and they make it like, they wrap their entire mind and their entire personality around this one label, and they almost refuse to, like, to open their mind to the ability that they can change. Like, I've changed, like I said in the beginning, I'm evolving like a little Pokemon, you know? I never thought that I could change, but I did. And I just, for a while, I was in that same boat. Like, for over a years actually, I was insistent that, you know, I am asexual. I do not like anybody like that. I'm not attracted to anybody like that. It's never gonna happen for me, right? That's just, I was like, no matter how much I want it to, it just won't, right? And I had kind of cemented, like, tunnel vision, right? I had cemented my mentality into being asexual, aromantic, and it had kind of surrounded, almost almost everything I did in a way. And I just, if I had told myself a year ago that that would change for me and that you would find somebody that you really like, I would have told myself to eat shit. I would have been like, no, you're full of shit. I'm sorry, that's just never gonna happen. I don't know. I guess what I want to say is don't limit yourself, because I never thought that I could change either. I was like, nah, this is just who I am. You know, I'm not saying that if you're asexual or aromantic or demisexual or gay, straight or trans or whatever, right? Whatever you are right now, even if you, it can apply to anything. If you're if you work at a job, if you do something, you know, for a living, whatever it is, just don't. How am I trying to word this? Don't limit yourself and allow yourself to be open to the fact that things might change and that, you know, you can change, and it doesn't matter how big or how important you feel it is about you. Like, I thought being asexual was really, really important to me, and just this big thing about me is like, this is like my main personality sort of thing, is, but just don't be afraid to change, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It's like, so many people take a label and they grip it with a death grip, and they say, nah, this is my thing. It's like, I'm gay, or I'm really straight, or, you know what, I'm really, really lesbian, or I'm really asexual, you know, and they have like a death grip on it, and they're like terrified to let go. But don't, I don't know, all I'm saying is that don't, like, give that death grip into more of a light grasp, okay? Because people change. I can change. You know, I never thought I could. It's crazy. It's honestly mind-blowing to me, because a year ago I thought there's no possible way. It's never happening. Like, because I even thought, it's like, yo, I have celebrity crushes, right? But I'm not attracted to them. Not like that. Like, not in a million years. It would never happen. Even if they were standing right next to me and, like, seriously, like, wanted to bone. If I'm being really graphic about it, it just wouldn't happen. I'm just not like that. I don't feel that way about them. Like, about anybody on Earth. But by some fucking miracle, okay, I stumbled upon someone, and I was like, wow, huh, they're kind of amazing. And it was kind of like one of those things, and it just clicks. I can't explain it. I don't know why. I can't tell you what changed in my brain. I can't tell you when it changed or what happened. I can't even explain it away. It's just, for whatever reason, my brain says yes to this person. And so people change, okay? That's, I know you don't expect it, and you may not even want it, but just, you might miss some really great opportunities for yourself if you don't open your mind a little bit, I suppose, is what I want to say. Just be open, because people change and people evolve, and something that my now significant other, which I never thought I'd be able to say, likes to say, is that if you're not growing, you're dead. And it's true. If you're not growing, you're not going anywhere. So it's okay to change. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to evolve your opinions and what you think of things. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you wrong. It just means that you're evolving and you're growing as a person. And don't close yourself off to that opportunity, I guess, is what I want to say. Like, there's been a lot of shit that's changed for me in the last month, 2 months. It's a lot of stuff has changed, and it's gone in a really, really great direction for me. So, yeah, that's my message in this long-ass video for you, is don't limit yourself. Don't screw yourself over by refusing to at least consider things that, you know, you might be, you know, that how you might grow, you know, because, I mean, how you feel now might not be different than how you felt 5 years ago, or how you feel 5 years down the line. I mean, I guess a good example of what I'm trying to say is, I had friends in high school. I don't remember exactly who they were, and I'm not going to name drop them even if I did, but I mean, I remember the one guy was really gay, and the one woman was really, I mean, she was gay too, but she was a lesbian, and I think she was having doubts about, like, gender identity and stuff like that. So she was in her, like, in this big world of figuring herself out, but they were really good friends, and for whatever reason, I think by my senior year, they just clicked, and they got together, and it took everyone by surprise because like, no, this guy is like really like flamboyantly gay, and you know, I mean, they were both awesome people, but I mean, she was like kind of in the same boat, and I was like, dude, they're not, but they got together and became a straight couple. And it's like what? But I mean, this is like shit changes, you know? It's like nobody stays the same. People evolve. So I don't know. That's my message. Don't limit yourself. You know, always be open to changing your opinions, your what you think. Always, I'd say always wake up every day trying to be better than you were yesterday. That's what I'm trying to do, and everybody fails. Okay, I fail all the time. My God, dude, I woke up yesterday at 7 p.m. Shame on me. I was really bad. I was saying that I was gonna get my act together, that I was gonna stream every day, and I don't. I slip up sometimes. We all slip up sometimes, okay? But just try. Just as long as you're trying to be better than you were the day before, you know, you'll always get there in the end. But yeah, that's my update. I mean, it's not much to it. I just my brain changed. I mean, that's all I can say. I am no longer asexual and aromantic, and I don't know why. I don't know why. It just changed. But if you're in the same boat as me, or you know, with whatever it is, and you're kind of not so satisfied, or you've accepted, kind of like me, like I accepted that I was like, all right, I'm asexual. It's just not changing. You know, I didn't like it, but eventually over time I had to make peace with it. If you're kind of in the same boat as me, don't give up. I mean, always be open to the fact that things might change for you. I mean, because people grow, and your brains, I mean, I'm 22, almost 23, is your brains never stop evolving and never stop growing. I mean, you're constantly changing. So, I don't know, just don't resign yourself to being one thing and one thing only, because we're very complex. We're special. You're a special snowflake. Okay, in a good way this time. Whenever I say snowflake, usually it's an insult. Don't worry. But yeah, no, everybody's unique, and we're always growing, and we're always changing. Fucking even the little things, like I found a rap song that I like. You know, I had no idea, and I thought I only liked metal. You know, who knew? And now I'm not asexual anymore. I don't know. Shit's wild. Like, life is crazy like that. And I can't even explain why. Like, I wish I could sit here and give you an in-depth explanation at exactly what went through my head, why I realized I like this person, and then I didn't like anybody else. It's just, it doesn't work like that. I don't know, but all I can give you is hope. That's it. I mean, I'm sorry, I wish I could come bearing something more, but I can't. That's all I got. So, I don't know, just don't give up on yourself, you know? Don't restrict yourself to being one thing, because you're more than that. I don't know. Just live your best life. I know people say that a lot, and it's not, I don't know. It's a really common saying, but just do whatever works for you, you know? And don't be afraid to change, I guess, is what I want to say. You know, it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes change can lead you to really, really great places, you know? I mean, if I had never admitted that I might not be asexual, I might not have met the person I'm with today. And that's a really scary thought. But, you know, we're here. Sorry, I got my headphones on. I got them fucking beats on. I'm fucking vibing right now. And I'm drunk on sleep deprivation. So, I'm probably gonna head out and just leave you guys with this little message of mine. Fucking, I don't know. Take from it what you will. Judge me what you will. Kinda don't care. You know, I don't read a lot of the comments. I do sometimes. I do, don't get me wrong. I like seeing what you guys say, but some of y'all are nasty. Fucking perks on you, though. Jesus, y'all impress me with some of your comments sometimes. Some of you guys are fucking nuts, but I'm here for it. So, anyways, I want you guys to have a great time. I want you guys to have, you know, as much success and happiness as you can possibly have. That's my little message. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Trying to make sure I don't forget nothing, Because it'll be my luck, I'll end the video, and then I'll be like, oh shit, forgot to talk about this. I'm like, and then I'll just be like, no, I can't. I'm not going to record all of this over again. And then I'll just be like, fuck, next time. And then I'll just never do it next time, because I'll forget. So, you know, we're human like that. But, yeah, that was my little message. I'm changing. I've changed. People change. What a crazy thing, you know? So, even if it comes to changing your damn sexuality like I did, okay? I'm not saying that you should. I'm not saying that any which way is right or wrong. Just don't be afraid to do something that you think makes you happy if it goes against what you've already demanded yourself to be. You know? Like, don't limit yourself. If something makes you happy, it doesn't matter what labels you have on today or yesterday or tomorrow. Fucking just do whatever you want. Say fuck identity and labels and like all this bullshit that people are trying to thrust on people nowadays. It's like, nah, you have to, like, what are you? Are you gay? Are you straight? Are you asexual? And like, well, trans, gay, fucking, I already said gay, I'm sorry. I'm so tired. You know what I mean though. It's like, you don't have to be anything. Just be you, just be happy. That's all you gotta do. The only person at the end of the day you gotta impress is yourself. Because guess what? You gotta live with you. And if you're not happy, you're gonna be miserable. Okay? So don't feel like you gotta be one thing. You don't have to. Just do what you want. Nobody cares. Guess what? It's fucking 2022. You can be whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to call it anything. Okay? You don't have to. Fucking hell. It drives me nuts. It does. It drives me nuts. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'll say I'm sorry though, because, you know, it's nice to say, but Jesus. I hate, especially young people, always feeling flustered and feeling like they have to, like they're trying to rush to figure out who they are when they're like 13. And I'm like, boo-boo, slow down. It's like, it's not, you don't have to. It's just like, make mud pies or whatever you're doing and play your video games and just don't fucking worry about that shit. It's just like, Jesus. And it's like, I hate people trying to push that kind of shit on kids. It's like, you're not... It's like, I appreciate people being inclusive and everything, and like, trying to change the world for the better. But sometimes people can go a little bit... I don't know. People seem to push a lot of labels and make you feel like you have to choose one. Right? Like fucking, like it's the fucking Divergent books. Like, you know, you graduate at 16 and you're just like, all right, you choose one. Are you gay? Are you straight? Are you trans? Are you having identity issues? Or are you don't know what the fuck you are and we'll just make fun of you? You know, it's like, you don't have to. I don't know. Rant over. It's just, that stuff bothers me. It's just like, if anybody asks you what you are, just give them your name and tell them to fuck off. Like, God. It's like, worry about yourself. Why are you worried about what I am? Like, who cares? You know? Nobody. Just be happy. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm ranting for way too long now, but I don't know. Yeah, so fucking, that's what I got. I'm doing Patreon shit, working out. I'm gonna have to work out. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to work out. I'm gonna have to do push-ups, and running and jogging. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. God help me. Fucking Jesus. Yeah, fucking, well, that's it though. I don't end these very well, so I'm just gonna say goodbye. So, see you next time. Bye.